Hello and welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton.
I'm Charlie Neff.
And our stories today are explosive stories.
Yes.
We're going to cover Britney Spears again because...
Some resolutions.
And some not resolutions.
Yes. Jamie.
She's tied up her loose ends with...
Sam Asghari, her ex-husband.
But her family and her are on the fritz.
Yes.
We'll talk about Ryan Garcia. You don't know him really, Charlie, do you?
No, I know he's been out in LA, hitting the clubs, out with Insta models, but you got to explain the whole allure of him to me and what is exactly going on with this alleged testing positive for PEDs.
Yes. Yeah, he beat Devin Haney, an undefeated boxer, in spectacular style. He was a big underdog. He celebrated, and now it's come out he was on performance-enhancing drugs.
Which he claims is not true.
Yeah, he does claim that, but...
he's got some reasons, which we'll get to.
Okay. Monique went off at Oprah and Tyler Perry chanting, getting the audience to chant.
This was one of the most wild audio clips I've ever seen.
Agreed. So we'll talk about that. And to end with... We'll cover Kim and Odell Beckham, Trouble in Paradise.
They're toast.
They're toast, exactly. But to begin with, Britney Spears and Sam Asghari, officially over. They've reached their divorce settlement.
Yep, we've obtained a stipulated judgment along with her response. And if you guys remember, we had reported that there was a prenup between Britney and Sam.
Right.
Basically, he was supposed to get nothing, but we were told that he was trying to negotiate some kind of extra money. Unclear exactly if he got that. Surely,
because otherwise I think he would have challenged the prenup. As we speak, she's paying for his, rent.
Right. He was staying in some luxury high-rise apartment. We knew that she was paying for the check for that every month. So he was living pretty large, at least for a bit. Unclear if he's still going to live there. But what a short marriage. They were only together for about 14 months.
They were sort of boyfriend and girlfriend for 5 or 6 years before that.
Yep, and
so
then
he
finally tied the knot, and then he filed for divorce.
Yeah.
But and it was really messy. He had claimed, or at least our sources had claimed, that Sam believed Britney had cheated on him. There was some apparent surveillance that showed Britney in a compromising position with somebody else. Also, we had heard that Sam was telling people that there was maybe some physical violence going on, that she had perhaps hit him while he was in bed, and we had seen him out with a black eye with some bite marks on his arms. So it got really messy, but it looks like they have parted. And if you remember, not that long ago, Britney was posting about being single, how weird it was for her and how she just loves with all of her heart. So it's kind of sad to see her reflecting on her relationship and where she is now. And Sam had made some jabs at being single, saying not all love lasts, but make sure you adopt, don't shop.
Yeah, he did ads based on it. Adopt, don't shop ads.
Kind of a, not a great way to separate, which most divorces aren't great when you separate.
But I'm glad he didn't come out and trash her because
right.
He knows where the bodies are buried,
But technically, she didn't really trash him either. I'm sure they got stuff on each other, right?
True.
And when she came out with her book, The Woman in Me, it came out after they had already, he had filed.
Yeah.
But she didn't say anything bad about him. It was all very positive, saying how supportive he was during the time that she was getting out of the conservatorship. But, I hope Britney can get out there again, date.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Maybe he'll get out there and date, and hopefully this can be the end and they can move on to new beginnings.
I think Britney's got bigger fish to fry. As Jamie Lynn would put it, staying alive is her main, thing right now, priority. Jamie Lynn is now responding to Britney Spears calling her...
Sources. Jamie Lynn sources.
Okay. You're very good with the news.
Yep.
Good with the news.
This was actually my story.
Oh,
congrats. Thanks. So, as you guys know, we had reported yesterday that Britney had posted video where she called her sister Jamie Lynn a little bitch, a little shit. they've had a tumultuous relationship. And I had spoken to some sources around Jamie Lynn who told me that basically Britney can do all the shit talking that she wants. Jamie Lynn just cares about Britney's well-being and is just glad that she's alive. So that's kind of where the family stands right now. And if you remember, at the end of last year, Britney started seeing her mom, Lynn. We saw photos of Lynn coming and seeing Britney at her house. Like they were trying to work out the relationship. And we were told at the time that Britney was open to repairing her relationship with her sister. Well, right now, they're not really in a good place, obviously, from Britney's comments.
Right.
But at this point, it's just to the point where her family just wants to know that she's alive and breathing. She can say whatever she wants.
Is she like, I mean, obviously you're connected to Britney world then. Is she like in a super dark place where, I mean, if her sister is saying, I just hope she's alive, then that's got to mean that she's a fair way down the sinkhole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, she was, at the end of the day, whether you agree that she should have been in a conservatorship or not, she was in a conservatorship for about 13 years. This was something that, each month the judge was signing off of. So, and even before the reason why she got under the conservatorship is because she had a lot of troubles. She had said that in her book, she revealed that she thinks she had a bad case of postpartum depression, which I can't even imagine. I mean, now that's such a topic that we're open to discussing. But at that time, that wasn't something you really discussed. But now looking back, that really makes sense because a lot of the issues were triggered by her custody battle of her two children that she shared with Kevin Federline, and they were going back and forth, and the kids were taken away, and then she could only see the kids with supervision, and I mean, it was so bad, but definitely explains why somebody could lose themselves. And we know that right now, she still has not seen her two boys. The boys have moved to Hawaii with Kevin, and they don't have a relationship either.
And the boys don't really want one. And I mean, she actually posted yesterday about,
The
showing
boys,
pictures
some
of her
photos.
kids, which is
Very sad. It's very sad.
It really is. Okay. On to our next story. Ryan Garcia, who is one of the best boxers around and also an influencer as well.
A lot of hype surrounding him.
So
People
much
are following
hype.
his every move.
Right, and he's always on Instagram Live or TikTok Live.
Out with hot girls.
Out with hot girls. I mean, in the lead up to his fight with Devin Haney, he was spouting some ridiculous stuff about pedophile this, sex over in the fight.
But don't they
just
always say crazy stuff like that when they're about to fight somebody?
This was unhinged.
Oh, gee.
And anyway, he went into his fight with Devin Haney as a massive underdog, ended up winning in like a decision by the judges, and it shocked the boxing world. And he was just like on top of the world. And now it's come out that he tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. In particular, this substance called ostarine, which aids in muscle growth and can increase strength, which is...
dangerous.
It's
dangerous if you're about
shocking,
to fight
though.
somebody. Because people do die in this sport. And if people are under any kind of, medicine that will enhance their performance, I mean, you could literally put somebody's life in jeopardy.
You're 100% right.
However,
yeah?
why is this just coming out now? These two fought. And that is, Ryan Garcia's whole point. This is now coming out after the fight. If he, in fact, tested positive for any kind of performance drug before, they would have said, absolutely not, we're stopping the show. This is dangerous.
How long does it take to get that positive test back, though? Is it
Well,
like a
I
COVID
imagine-
test where you just get it back 20 minutes later?
I imagine if they're doing it right before, it should be...
It takes 7 days.
So
takes
why
7
are
days.
they doing it right before? So if he tests positive, they still go on with the fight. That makes no sense to me.
But he didn't test positive before the fight. He just got
But
tested.
they took this test before
Yes,
the fight.
he
So
tested-
what is the point?
That a week later, we'll know.
After the fight?
Well, maybe he took the...
So we allowed to put this other man in jeopardy of his life.
Okay, Ryan Garcia.
Well, I mean, I have to say, look, I know this Ryan Garcia is unhinged, like you said, but I did watch his video. He had some valid points.
Like
and
what?
We'll actually play that video for you right now.
What can I say? Why didn't they come out with this before, the fight? If they found it before, why would they let me step into the ring as a cheater and then come out with the victory and then they post this, Again, these are people that are trying to attack me. for whatever reason. But no weapon against me shall prosper.
Okay, what were the valid points in there?
He obviously said that if he took this test before and tested positive, why would they allow him to get into the ring?
He didn't test positive before the fight.
So then what's the point?
So that we can now know in retrospect if someone doped before a fight. He tested positive the day before and the day of.
Well, here's the thing. He's calling BS. He's saying this is not true.
He's saying because I'm a Trump supporter, they're out to get me. Are you buying that?
I want to see the test.
Oh, show us the documents.
Show us the proof. Show us the proof. And
wow.
if in fact he did test positive, they need to change this whole test thing. They should test 7 days before.
I mean, that maybe they
or
do.
have a faster test. Like you said, COVID rapid test. Let's get that in there.
Yeah. My God. Well, I mean, Devin Haney has responded saying,
yes,
you know, you could have killed me, man. Like, it's different than taking...
He should be upset with the organizers. He needs to redirect his anger. Yes, I agree.
Redirect from Ryan Garcia, who trash-talked him, then took a performance-enhancing drugs in order to beat him.
Allegedly.
It's not alleged. It's not alleged.
Test. This is coming from a report. We need to see the official documents. And Ryan Garcia, if in fact he was cornered and it was revealed that he did in fact test positive, why would he go on a video and say, this makes no sense?
That's who he is, Charlie. And you're siding with him.
Perhaps,
he's that sort of crazy guy.
But don't you find it very strange that they would take this test but not get those results until after the fight?
Some tests take longer than others. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, well then they need to get that figured out. And he needs to redirect his anger towards the organizer.
Okay. On to our next story. Monique, she is reigniting her feud with...
She is mad.
She's big mad with Oprah and Tyler Perry. Let's just play you some of the clip now. It's crazy.
Fuck you, Oprah Winfrey. Fuck you, Tyler Perry. Fuck them motherfuckers. I said it. Say it with me. Fuck you, Oprah Winfrey. And every time you see fucking Oprah, you see fucking Gayle. Best friends. Is what they say. I've never seen best friends like that. We ain't seen Stephanie in 30 motherfucking years. Who is loving Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King? Each other!
So I've never seen anyone come out that strongly against Oprah.
So this is her comedy show that she's doing with Cat Williams.
Well, that makes sense.
You know, the whole thing that they're promoting here is they're coming out, they're airing all their grievances.
Yeah.
This is full transparency, no holding back. No one is spared, not even beloved Oprah or beloved Tyler Perry.
Well, Monique's obviously got issues with these guys stemming all the way back to when she was in like a movie with them and she got blackballed because she wouldn't do press for, it's called Precious the movie, she wouldn't do press. And since then, she thinks that behind the scenes, they've been trying to bring her down. And so she's saying, I'm going to come out in the open and try and bring them down in public. It's an entertaining clip, but I mean, can you call it like, it's kind of like racist and misogynistic?
It's a little too far. She uses some words that I feel like shouldn't have been used.
Yes.
But also she even goes on to question, which I felt was like the worst of it all. She questions Oprah's relationship with Gayle.
Well, doesn't a lot of people do that, to be honest?
Yeah, but not publicly.
Yeah.
And you should never really openly discuss someone's alleged sexuality.
If you're a comedian, I think you're allowed to discuss anything.
I didn't find it funny.
Right. I found like when she said raggedy bitch and like simple-minded, like some of the stuff I don't agree with, but it's just like funny just to see. And then she was pointing at some guy in the crowd saying that he needs to go and bang Oprah. It was just like, it's so absurd.
It's all over the place. It's all over the place. But you know what? It looks quite entertaining. And at one point, as you guys saw in the clip, she's getting the crowd chanting along with her. And some people in the audience are like, I don't know if I want to participate in this. Like, this seems a little too far.
I think I saw some people in the video like get up and leave when they started chanting like, fuck Oprah. Anyway.
Woof.
On to our last story. Kim Kardashian, Odell Beckham Jr. are no more. We kind of had like an inkling of this, but
this was the most boring relationship, non-relationship we've ever reported.
Maybe the most boring relationship in TMZ history.
Which is shocking because it's Kim Kardashian.
Right.
Back in the day, we would have done anything to hear about a relationship that Kim Kardashian's in. But this just came and it went. and it was boring in the beginning. It's boring now.
You know why it was so boring?
Why?
We never even saw them kiss.
Yeah, I mean, we did see them out, like, hugging. They were at events together.
But they were never, like, official, and now
They
when
didn't
they're...
step out holding hands and, like, do the whole publicity train.
I don't even know how together they ever really were, because Kim Kardashian is so public. She didn't make this public at all, and it kind of fizzled out, apparently. So, sorry about that, Kim.
We're told no bad blood. They have a lot of respect for each other. Kim is happy with her single life. She's focusing on her family career. She's got a lot of projects in the pipeline. She's busy, which I never like this excuse, like, oh, I'm too busy for love. If you truly love somebody, you will make it work.
Facts.
Even with your crazy busy schedule.
Prioritize me.
Absolutely.
I hope she dates Tom Brady now. Just gonna say it.
Ooh, I mean, people want them to date for sure.
I want it.
Or
to
Van Jones. People liked them together.
Nah. Tom Brady.
Okay, not approved by Charlie.
All right, Charlie, bring us your amazing
Today in
segment.
history.
This segment is just like making waves around the entertainment news.
You know what? I appreciate all the comments we've been getting on our YouTube page saying that they like this segment.
If you don't like it, comment as well. They're worth the same.
No. If you don't like it, we don't want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah. Give us a thumbs up, a share, and a negative comment if that's how you feel.
Okay. Today in history.
Yep.
Big day for Harry Potheads. Is that what they're called?
Are they called potheads?
I thought that's what they're called.
I'm in.
Today is National Harry Potter Day. This is a huge day in Harry Potter world. It's a celebration of one of the most iconic moments in Wizarding world. It was the Battle of Hogwarts on this day.
The Battle of Hogwarts.
This was the day that Lord Voldemort, sorry, can we say his name? I think we can. He was defeated. And this day is a symbol of courage, sacrifice, and the power of unity against the darkness.
What are you talking about? This is the day he was defeated. It's a fictional book.
I know, but people are invested.
Does it say like May 2nd or whatever it is in the book?
Don't know, actually.
Okay.
I am not a Harry
research.
Potter fan. I am kind of a low-key dork. I love Lord of the Rings. I love The Hobbit. I never could get into Harry Potter. What about you? Did you read the books?
I'm not into
movies?
fantasy stuff. Give me reality.
All right, that's fine.
Next.
Okay. Also, in 2008, today is the day that Iron Man was released in theaters.
Next.
Huge movie. Oh, what? No, not an Iron Man fan?
No.
Still too nerdy for you?
No, fantasy again.
The nerd doesn't like nerdy stuff. Okay.
I'm not a nerd. This is the first time this is the first time anyone's called me a nerd.
Okay. 1982, the Weather Channel began broadcasting in the U.S.
3 strikes and you're out, Charlie.
Charlie!
The Weather Channel. Are you serious?
Charlie, the weather is a big deal.
The weather
changes every day.
Facts. And now we have a channel for it in 1982 on this day.
I think if we didn't have the Weather Channel, we wouldn't have some of the iconic haughty weather girls. Like, oh, today with the sun and the clouds moving in the east. All right, and last one. Couple birthdays, big birthdays today. David Beckham turned 49 today. It's his birthday. Actually, his wife, Victoria Beckham, posted like a loving tribute to him on social media. She said, I love us getting really old together. You aren't far behind me, which when she said that, I was like, wait, is Victoria older than David? And she is by 1 year. Remember, she just had her 50th birthday party recently where the Spice Girls reunited. Love it, love it.
This little tidbit has turned into its own segment, Charlie. Just read them out. Read them out.
Yeah, David Beckham's birthday and The Rock's birthday too. He turned 52. Happy birthday, The Rock.
Who do you like better out of those two guys?
David Beckham. I love David Beckham.
You like that David Beckham squeaky voice?
I was going to say, you sound just like him.
Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't. All right, Charlie.
Okay, he doesn't have to say one word.
Thank you for joining me, Charlie.
It's hot in here.
You don't join me anymore. We join each other.
I know. And you know what? It's been good. It's been a good week.
It has been. It has
Thursday, we have some more surprises for you guys tomorrow.
Love it. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.